I am so excited between everything going on in my life lately and the fact that I dropped down to a lower pass tier and I was blocked out for a couple of weeks. I am finally, for the first time in over a month, back at Epcot, back at Walt Disney World. So I'm gonna be here for about 4.5, 5 hours, and I'm just gonna try to make the absolute most and probably do a lot of my favorite things that I don't do every time, but since it has been such a long time since I have been here, at least I know that sounds spoiled. For me, it's been a long time since I've been here, and life has been pretty rough and pretty hectic for that month. So I'm really happy to be back here at my favorite theme park, chill, relax, and let's just enjoy the day.
Don't worry, just keep your eyes open for him along the way. Let's go explore, explore, explore. Let's go explore the big blue world.
Wait, Mr. Ray, we can't explore without Nemo.
I'm sure we'll see him any minute now.
Nemo!
Games? I love games. And I'm thinking of something big and bouncy that looks like a little jellyfish. Right. So put it down. Think of something big.
That's jellyfish!
We're good. Okay, now from
Jellyfish! And the next one, jellyfish!
all right, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Stop playing games!
Games? I love games. Ooh, and I'm thinking of something pink and bouncy that looks like a balloon.
Ah, jellyfish!
Right.
Nemo! Why don't you drop by for a little bite? Oh, what I'd give for a little bite!
Righteous, Oscar! Awesome!
I'm gonna try.
Check out the pretty marlin!
Nemo, give me some fish.
If you're too busy running ride to ride to ride, you might not know Epcot has a full-blown aquarium in the Seas Pavilion right after you do the Seas with Nemo and Friends. So I recommend always taking at least a few minutes to check out this amazing, almost hidden gem in Epcot. A little earlier, I showed this pin that I have that I am wearing to celebrate Lily's life. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, even if you've listened to the podcast a little bit, I have mentioned that our 16-and-a-half-year-old cat, Lily, passed away last month. She had first a thyroid issue and then some pretty serious kidney issues, and she passed away. She was with my wife Courtney, her sister, adopted sister Cassie, and myself when she passed. So she got to be in a loving home. I mentioned it before, I've talked about it a little bit, that when my wife Courtney adopted Lily, at first we weren't living together yet, so a co-worker found Lily on the side of the road, and it was pretty obvious that she had had a rough time. We don't know if she was abused, if she was just neglected, but it was really obvious that she had had a rough time. She was about 1 year old at the time, and she lived with us until she was 16-and-a-half, and we spoiled her like absolutely rotten. Like, she wanted for nothing. You could still tell that she remembered having rough times because she would get skittish a lot of the time. She didn't necessarily want as much attention as our other cat, Cassie, but towards the end she really turned into a cuddler, and you could really tell that she knew that her life was coming to an end, but that it had been a good life and it wasn't going to be that if Courtney didn't adopt her. So I just, since this is my first time back at the parks since that happened, I wanted to get a celebration button, remember her life, remember the amazing job my wife Courtney did in raising her, and the little bits that I tried to help. Lily really was like my cat. Like, she gravitated towards me more than she gravitated towards Courtney, so I miss her immensely. But I'm here trying to not be sad about the loss, but be happy about the fact that we had 15-and-a-half amazing years. My goal over the next few weeks and maybe months is to reach out to some animal shelters, cats and dogs, and talk to them about donations or ways that you can go about adopting a shelter cat or a shelter dog instead of, you know, adopt, don't shop, right? And I would like to highlight some of those charities doing great things in honor of Lily. So I'm going to try to do that, like I said, over the next few weeks and months. Right now I am going to head into the land pavilion and see about doing Living with the Land. The balloons here in the land pavilion represent the 4 seasons as they rotate around the earth in the center. So of course we have winter, spring, summer, and then on the opposite side, fall. I love these little touches, and sometimes you're just in such a hurry to get on Soarin', or you're like me and you want to get on Living with the Land, and you just don't pay attention to those things. So I do like to bring them up whenever possible. Well, that just goes to show how much I have been out of the loop lately. They have added intellectual property to Living with the Land. They put books for Alice in Wonderland, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, Little Mermaid. They had a few books, and then they had like a Winnie the Pooh set up in there as well. So I had no idea that that had occurred. So that was a surprise for me. One of my favorite rides in all Walt Disney World, and it had an update and I didn't even know about it. So there you go. But I hope you enjoyed seeing it for a little bit, and we're gonna keep walking around Epcot. You knew there was no way I was going to confine my first trip back to Epcot in over a month to one vlog. We're going to do World Showcase tomorrow. You're going to see some food, a couple shows. We'll ride some rides and check out Spaceship Earth at night. Like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.